Good morning, all of you. Let's start with today's topic. Why commerce is known as backbone of business and industry. All of you know the meaning of commerce. It is the sum total of all those activities which facilitate free flow of goods and services from producers to the consumers. Now, basically it includes two activities. One, trade, and number two, auxiliaries to trade. Now, let us discuss what do you mean by trade. Trade. It is that part of commerce that facilitates free flow of goods and services from producers to consumers. And how the trade facilitates this flow of goods and services through a chain of middlemen, which we better know as wholesalers, retailers, importers and exporters. Then another branch of commerce is there, auxiliaries to trade. These are basically those activities which help in movement of goods from producers to consumers, like transportation, warehousing, banking, insurance, etc. Now we will study about functions of commerce. There are 6 functions of commerce. Number 1, it helps in removal of hindrance of persons. Now, producers are located at one place, but their consumers, they are spread throughout the economy, throughout the country, throughout the world. Then how the goods will be transferred from producer to consumers? Can producer himself alone transfer these goods from him to consumers? No, it is quite not possible. Then how commerce will help the producer? It will help the producers through a chain of middlemen. In between producer and consumers, we can find middlemen in the form of wholesalers and retailers. And in case goods are required in outside countries or goods produced by other countries are required in our country, then these middlemen will be in the form of importers and exporters. So, through trade branch of commerce, commerce is able to remove the hindrance of persons in between producers and consumers. Now the next point. Commerce helps in removal of hindrance of place. Like, take an example. Goods are produced at one place. Say sugar, it is basically produced in Haryana and UP, but it is consumed throughout the country. Then how the sugar produced in Haryana or UP, it will be transported to other districts, other states. How? It will be through means of transport. Similarly, goods produced in China, how these will be made available to the customers in other countries? These will be made available through means of transport, that may be in the form of airways or that may be in the form of waterways like ships. So, through transportation, commerce helps in removing this hindrance of place between the producers and consumers. Now the next hindrance is hindrance of time. What is hindrance of time? Goods produced are not consumed at the same time. We are producing goods now and they will be consumed at some other point of time. Like food grains, these are produced in a particular season, but these are consumed throughout the year. Yes or no? Then how is it possible that we are producing at one time but we are consuming at other time? Through storage facilities in the form of warehouses. Goods are made available to the consumers at the time when he requires these goods. So, this is how commerce helps in removal of hindrance of time. Now the next function. It helps in removal of hindrance of risk. Every business activity that is subject to so many risks, like there may be some theft in the business, or goods may be destroyed by fire. Then every time if businessman keeps on worrying about these risks, then he cannot focus on his business. So there is an element in commerce which basically provides you protection against many risks, and this element is insurance. So if any risk in the business, like due to fire or due to theft, you can get an insurance policy and you can get protection against that risk. Now the next, it is removal of hindrance of exchange. Now producers or traders, they have goods with them for the purpose of sale, and how these goods will be exchanged with the consumers in exchange of money. And who is circulating this money? Who is circulating the currency into the economy? It is your banking. Secondly, business needs finance for performing different activities. That may be purchase of goods, that may be purchase of some fixed assets, and how these activities will be financed. Again, these will be financed through banks and other financial institutions. And the last hindrance which is being removed by commerce, it is removal of hindrance of information. Suppose whatever you are producing, but the consumers are not aware about the same, is not aware about what you are offering in the market, then you will not be able to sell whatever you have produced. Make him aware about the service provided by you. You need to advertise your product or service. So this auxiliary to trade advertisement, it helps in creating awareness in customers regarding new products and services, regarding different products and services available in the market, so that they can proceed with buying the same. This is how commerce helps in removing different hindrances in business. That's why it is known as the backbone of business and industry. Business and industries, these cannot carry on their activities smoothly without commerce. That's all for today. In the next module, we will study about the role of profit in business and also about business risk and what are the different types of business risk. Till then, good day to all of you. Take care of yourself.